Virgin Master, he goes, "This is great. You found the cult. Please just try to assassinate Strahd. Take my carriage." You guys go to dinner with Strahd. You show up to his castle, and he keeps the road completely clear. There's no rain. There's no fog. Well, no, the fog follows behind you, but never gets in front of you. And then there's no monster. You guys get to the castle. Everything's clear. You sit down to have dinner. You realize he's a hologram. You realize that
God, I love Magic Ping, dude. It's so fucking good.
I hate your Magic Ping, dude.
So good.
So annoying.
I threw an apple at him.
He gives you a little bit of backstory between him and his family, and then Calathar says something to piss him off about something like, "Was your brother a victim?" And he goes, "Fuck you, Calathar." And leaves. And the Strahd dips.
That's exactly what
happened.
Calathar seems to say a lot of
Yeah, in retrospect, it feels like we make all the wrong decisions. We're getting like a play-by-play, and I'm like, we fucked up there, we fucked up there.
So then you guys get to so then Strahd leaves, and a servant comes to clean up. You realize it's your dad. Your dad Strahd says, if you leave the book on the table,
and I'd been orphaned since I was like 8 years old, so I had no idea where he was, what he did. Apparently, he got taken to Barovia.
Strahd nap.
Sad
Strahd nap.
Sad guy. So then,
so he gives us an ultimatum.
Strahd says you can leave the book on the table, and all of you can leave, or you all have to die. And you basically were like, "We're not doing that." And he goes, "Well," pops out 2 grenades. He goes, "I guess this is Cowabunga. It is then."
Tried to stop it, unsuccessful.
Unsuccessful. Blows himself up. Does a bunch of damage to you guys. You're over there crying inconsolably. Dormir, in a fit of rage, starts smashing Strahd's organ.
I'm crying inconsolably because canonically his hand landed on my chest after the explosion
with the wedding ring on it.
With the wedding ring, yes. So I'm now wearing that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
The ring, not the hand.
That he just left. He didn't want.
I want to actually. Can I fashion the hand onto the handle of my mace so that I'm like holding hands with it, like Jujutsu
we'll talk
Kaisen.
about that later.
Terror. That's fucking
Jujutsu
terrifying,
Kaisen, dude.
I don't like it. It's like a My Hero Academia, the dude who like
dude.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Anyway, what were we talking about? You killed his dad.
Anyway, so you guys fight
emotional damage.
So much emotional damage. I tried
the last 2 sessions were very bad for Darren.
So I find a secret door.
You find a secret door. You find a secret room who does a bunch of like weird mirror magic type stuff, and you lose Donnie in this. You guys travel through. There's some bats, and you get a pet bat for a little bit, right? You find a secret throne or a secret door to Strahd's throne room, and you come to realize kind of how over dramatic he is, because it's a secret door in a wall, and his throne is facing it, and it's not facing the rest of the throne room. And you go, huh? And somebody like touches it, and you realize it spins, and you're like, wow, he really sits here and faces the wall with some
dramatic entrance.
He does like a dramatic spin. You're like, wow,
what a nerd.
What a nerd, right? It's because like a little bit about Strahd. You guys find his accountant and try to free him, and his accountant goes, "Nope, not doing that."
Rings the fucking alarm like a narc.
And this is episode Father's Friends and Frags. Rings the bell, and Caleb shows up as a full-bodied revenant. He's already shown up once in the campaign before. And
in Vallaki,
and you guys were able to like blow him away with the bones of St. Andrews. Again, these are all recorded things. You can go back and watch the Secrets of the Church episode. That's the one that has the bones, right?
And should.
You've been like following us basically since
and you got little hints about it, and you finally caught him.
Because you have an undead ping, and you would do that, and you'd be like, "There's somebody behind you," but you can never really clock it. Yeah.
So anyway, he shows up with 3 vampire spawns and says, "Hey, it's me again." Strahd said, "If you leave the book, 2 of you can leave. He's giving you another opportunity. 1 of you can die, 2 of you can leave, and you can if you leave the book." And you guys told him to fuck off. You got into a fight with Caleb. Things were going bad. And then it got worse when Rahadin showed up.
Oh my god. That was the other time where I was like, we're TPK'd, like we're fucked.
Dude,
because again, just like you said, he had the most HP at 11.
At the end of that episode, I have never been more certain of a player character.
We have a whole video on our channel called Alabaster, the backup character.
Yeah.
We recorded that as we rolled shots because we were like,
there's no way.
So sure.
I had 3 HP. I think you had 4.
Yeah.
And I
And you
only
had
had
11.
We
Oh,
walked out of
yeah.
the session with our heads held low.
I had my backup character ready since session 2, but I had to update it from level 3 to level 8 or 7.
shit, 7.
So the Rohit shows up and goes, well, now if you leave the book, Strahd says one of you can leave.
Love you with me, bro.
And then Dormir goes, if you're so big and
1v1 me on Rust.
if you're so big and bad, why don't you 1v1 me? And after a couple of like really crazy persuasion rolls, Rahadin goes, okay, and here's an elixir of life. So you take this elixir, you basically get the effects of a full long rest, and Rahadin goes, let's do it.
Worst.
So you and Rahadin start going back and forth. Caleb and Calathar start going back and forth, and Darren's like, I guess I'm fighting all these fucking vampires by myself.
Esmeralda.
Yeah, she showed up.
Yeah, so she starts whispering in your ear, don't freak out, don't freak out, don't freak out. I'm here to help.
Yeah.
This would make me freak the fuck out.
Yeah, 100%.
So then this invisible lady drinks this bottle of light and walks through the middle of the vampires, effectively giving them disadvantage.
And
on
just
everything.
starts fucking up
Smoking 'em.
vampires.
Yeah.
The
then
total
you guys
Tide
get
Turner.
fighting with this vampire, these vampire spawns, and then Lavender Boy, who you guys came to realize was like a zombie. You guys killed Lavender Boy, killed all the vampires, and Rahadin goes, oh no, 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 no. Snaps his fingers and they all come back to life. And you guys are like, oh shit. And then Dormir goes, yeah, but I'm gonna teleport. And then teleports and kills the motherfucker.
In like the sickest.
In like the
fucking-
sickest one. Don't talk about it. They can go watch the episode.
Go watch it.
Video.
It's
And I'm one of my
like a bit.
favorite fucking moments.
It's in
to
dire.
happen.
So it's in the
Oh,
episode
yeah.
Dire Straits.
I forgot we lost fucking Tome.
Yeah. So then Caleb goes, I'm actually about to die, and goes
So
instead of staying,
Calathar again.
yeah, instead of
Well,
staying
it's two of you again.
instead of staying and fighting, I'm gonna go steal that book and leave. He grabs the book from Dormir.
With 1 fucking HP.
And you had the
left.
ability to kill him.
Yep.
Anyway,
Well,
That's
good
in
in you,
his
but
face.
Well, yeah, and I failed a fucking opportunity attack and shit, dude. It
yeah.
was
So
rough.
you
I know. I was really like, after you said that, I was like, why didn't you tell me before? I would have done something.
Why didn't
that
anyone
would've been
tell me that I had 1
medicated,
HP?
That would
why couldn't I tell he was like limping? And
You did. You asked. That's the reason he switched. You were like, "How's Caleb looking?" And I went, "He is fucked up." And then you were like, "Oh, well, you have him then. I'm
You
gonna
did say that.
turn around and help
Yeah.
Esmeralda." And then that's when I paralyzed him on the
It was
next
the-
turn.
Yeah, Caleb goes,
Stole the
yeah,
book.
but hold on, I still got some shit. Paralyzes Zach and goes, I'm gonna go ahead and grab that
It
book
was the
and leave.
paralyzed. I fucking forgot
Yeah,
about
dude,
the
it's-
So
paralyzed.
you
good.
paralyzed him, grabbed the book and dipped, and then you guys ended up without Caleb there, and with Esmeralda showing up, and with Rahadin's cockiness giving you the elixir. If Rahadin didn't give you the elixir of
You
life,
fucked.
he would have killed you in the first attack and would have walked and then just been.
Yeah.
But Rahadin was so confident that he was like, I'll heal all of you right now. if I
Well, and
really
then I
want
think
to."
also you had told us mechanically, like it was also just kind of a fumble of turns. He should have done. He had like a rejuvenation or one of those elixirs
heal
or whatever.
himself.
So if he'd have done that instead of raising the zombies, he'd have been fine. But he thought
Because you were
he
gonna
could
get
do
snow
that
coin.
because he had like 50 health points, right?
he
The
had,
only
like,
way
30.
Did 25 or some shit.
the only
Yeah.
way he went down was because
A crit.
Dormir pulled off the craziest fucking shit, and it was a crit.
Yeah.
And
If it wasn't a crit, he
he would have lived.
well, I don't know because
he
Cal's
still would
out.
have had one more attack,
Yeah,
Oh, true. Because I get the free attack from
and then
the.
you still would have had.
and then I
just
still would have had my.
it was. I
But-
got a little behind the scenes stuff.
But it was
but-
very in character for him. He was a very much overcome. He's killed every. He's won every battle he's ever fought.
yeah,
So he's not used to like this turn of fate.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was a little messing up the mechanics. I should have healed him first, and it was also like he thinks he's gonna walk through.
It
And he
totally
tried-
makes sense in the character.
Yeah, yeah. So he ends up
It's also
dying.
not a bad move to get your fucking other guys back up because now
Yeah.
Four more.
Well, and all he had to
other
do was
damage
walk towards
punches.
me, and I would be dead. And that's what he did. He walked towards me, would have killed me, but because of my last level up, I was able to do some
Get
sick
that
shit and
fury.
fucking kill him. So it wasn't necessarily like a fumble of turns. It was just like so much had happened that was like
It was
different
unlucky
factors.
for Rahadin.
Do
Yeah, like
grandmaster
Rodden.
chess players make
Yeah.
fumbles every now and again?
Boom.
You know,
So Rahadin dies. You guys convince Leaf to tell you he tells you that he basically knows where some of your guys' treasure that you're looking for is, and you're like, we're gonna
Throws us
save
a
you and
map.
keep you safe and protect you and get him killed the very next second.
We don't say any of that, by the
I
way.
didn't.
We say we'll get you out of the building,
It's true.
and she says, "I'll protect you." And immediately,
You're blaming
after,
your slice of ass. Dude.
she's
That's
not here to
messed
hear
up.
me.
Yeah,
That's true.
he dies. He just
He cast
like
the
walk out of the
protection
room.
spell on him.
Just like walk out of this room.
Yeah.
He's lived in this room for like 10 years. Safe, sure, chained to a desk.
Just one step
Safe.
out.
Alive.
One step out. Bah!
That's Strahd for you. Dude. That's
Strahd goes, hey man.
That's
I told you to
Barovia.
stay
Yeah.
in a
I
fucking
told you to
nutshell.
So the
sit.
shadow comes, you guys fight off these shadows. You guys are exploring the castle and you get separated. You fall into a trap and you get soon up. Like you guys get a couple stairs down and you fall into a trap into this like ring elevator.
Literally
First he
skipping
gets the
getting the
sword
sword.
and
Yeah.
We do get all the loot.
So yes, okay, so you find like the sun sword.
I transform into Rahadin,
Oh,
run
yeah.
around a
That
little
was cool.
bit.
Yeah, that was some cool shit. That was
Didn't Strahd see me as Rahadin?
I don't
in
think it
one
was
of the.
Strahd. I think it was
the
it
gargoyles.
was like the gargoyles.
No, yeah, but didn't also Strahd see me as Rahadin doing
Yes,
something?
when the floor fell.
Yes,
because Rahadin he knew Rahadin was dead because
yes,
of
but then when the four fell, he saw him as Rohan and he goes, interesting.
because so the trap got set off. You went up, interact with Strahd.
interacted. That's an interesting choice of words.
Strahd almost murdered
He
me.
grabs him up like he's a
Here's Rohan.
Yeah.
Who killed him? And then you guys are like, we had to cut those ropes. Cut the ropes. The elevator zooms back down, smashes to the floor. In a split second of craziness, you go, I should probably heal Dormir.
I see like a nat 20 or something. I see
Strahd just like basically like punch his face and like, I should probably heal that guy.
Yeah, 5 HP. Cody and I had a whole garage session about this is what's gonna happen. This is a huge moment. And then David was like, actually you get 5 HP. And
he just came back in. I was like, hey, so I could maybe do this. And you're like, you definitely could do that. Yeah, shit.
You heal them all up.
Yeah.
While
God.
looking like Rahadin.
While
Yeah.
looking like Rahadin, Strahd goes, tells you some shit and says, I will see you later. And goes away. You guys keep exploring. You guys split off again because you love doing that. You find another magic item, the
holy symbol of Ravenkind.
Yep. You guys find two people locked in a cell. One of them being a guy named Emil, one of them being your mother. And you free them. You guys keep exploring around. You come across a torture room and fight off a bunch of zombies. After that, we come across Donnie. Josh couldn't be here. He had to go. We come across Donnie. And he got sucked into one of the mirrors, had a whole vision about what happened to him as a child, talked to the devil. The devil offered him a deal, and he said, fuck you, devil. The devil broke him out. He explored the castle, ran into you guys. You guys kept walking around. You found Calathar. You had this like whole little argument. You found out your mom was having sex with Emil, your mom. And then and that is your new stepdad. And then
Not for long, dude.
Dropping down the
and then
8-foot hole.
Calathar tried to kill him because Calathar does things like that.
That's what he does.
Then you guys found a way to get out of
It
the
was
castle.
really tempting to let him.
Should have.
You guys sneak out of the castle in the church, get all the way around the castle, and as you guys are going to the gate to get out, you hear Strahd's voice behind you, and he goes, I did not say you could leave.
I don't remember asking for permission,
And
sir.
I think we did like we got the gate like halfway open, and then he commanded me to
Oh,
to
and
stop
all of
that
this
shit.
moment, this is when you realize that when Strahd had Dormir by himself and was whispering something in his ear before he left, he placed him under charm.
Yep.
And then left. So it never came up. But in this moment, he goes, Dormir, stop them. And Dormir slams the gate back down because you guys have like a strength off.
Yeah.
Slams the gate back down. And he goes, Dormir, come here. And Calathar goes, oh no, my Orcus friend. And you sentinel him. And you keep him in place.
Badass, dude.
Back then, like, you're staying here.
I think it's like and then
Yeah, 100%. Dude.
I always bet it's like a slap in the back of the head, like, dude, you just kind of like,
Preferably his ass.
and then
I feel like the one to stop him is a sack tap.
That would stop me, dude.
And fog starts to surround you, and he goes, "Tell me where my love Irina is."
Well, first Josh had his great persuasion about like
Deception. Josh
Yeah.
lied and was able to convince Strahd, and Strahd rolled a nat 1.
no,
Yeah,
not yet.
That was against
Okay,
Dave.
so he lied to him and said, "Asriel, the devil said we should leave." And I don't know what that means. And Strahd wasn't scared, but was like, "Oh, I wasn't."
There was a wrench in the work.
More
Yeah,
than
like I was
scared.
gonna go kill these guys, but I wasn't necessarily prepared to also have to fight a devil. So I might. Strahd's smart, so he's like, if I have to fight a devil, I might need to like regroup, you
Taxation.
know?
Cross my T's, dot my
Yeah,
I's.
he goes. So maybe he wasn't scared. He just became a little bit more hesitant in his approach towards you guys. And then he goes, the fog started getting a little closer though, and then Strahd's anger overpowered it. And he goes, "I don't give a fuck about Asriel. Where's Irina?" And you you lied to him as well.
Yeah, I basically I had the thought of like, where can we send him that's away from
Away.
here, but plausible. And I had remembered that castle that the Revenant Javelin was from was Argen Vostok. And so I just fucking threw that out there, dude.
Rolled a 3.
And you
rolled a 3 and that was I got like a 13. And then when you'd given me the help action, it just did give me help. I rolled a
Yeah,
3 on that.
That's
So then Strahd rolled a nat 1 on who
Nat
type.
1.
And so he goes, "Thank you." Turned into a swarm of bats and flew off. The fog dissipated. You guys were able to open the gates, get out. You made it to Vallaki, and as you entered the town of Vallaki, it was a little bit more militaristic than it was the last time. You make it to the Burgeon Master's house. He says, "Yes, we're starting a full-on rebellion because of what you guys rooted out the cult. You have found and you helped us arrest Lady Watcher. You gave this super inspiring speech. You got us all ramped up. We are in now full rebellion mode against Strahd." And at that moment, somebody knocked on the door. The Burgeon Master's servant opened the door, and Ismark was standing there, a man you haven't seen in 10 sessions for only like 2 days.
Feels like a life.
It really does, dude.
And that is where we ended our last session. So how does everybody, after now like 40 minutes, let me look at the time, an hour, 57
Shit,
minutes.
dude, just
of
a
campaign
recap.
How are we
Hey.
feeling about the campaign to this point?
That
Emotionally
I
damaged.
feel like that's a good
1 hour recap for what's like 4 times 31?
What?
Yeah, that's
4 times 31.
it's a good ratio.
Oh yeah, so
Yeah.
roughly 4 hours a session for 31 sessions. So 4
120.
times 3 is 7.
120.
120. 4 times 31.
An hour
Roughly.
recap for 120 hours? That's not that bad.
Yeah.
It's not that bad. Do we really have 120 hours into this game?
I think it's probably
dude.
closer to 3 hours.
It's
But
like
we've had
plus or
some
minus.
sessions that
Sometimes
were
go
like
way
6 hours long.
Yeah.
Our sessions, yeah, but like what the videos end up being.
Yeah.
Well, we're missing half the sessions anyway for the video because we started at like what episode 16 or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
We're missing.
But still,
Yeah. I mean, we've played
probably a good 100 hours of recorded content.
But like gameplay, yeah, like about.
Yeah. It's been a lot. It's been a lot of time, and only 16 days have passed in the world, which is insane.
That's
to
the
think
craziest
They were
part.
the shit.
Oh, actually, I need to mark it off on the calendar. A day has passed.
We got a long rest.
Yeah, I keep a calendar specifically because in his world, it's kind of every little thing.
Did anything happen with Durden to help him pass over in the night?
Next time we play, we can make a roll to see what happens to Durden. Sure.
If he went through some kind of emotional thing with what he just did, was that enough to break him through?
I'm gonna say no straight out of the gate for that. Cool. Yeah. So far, now that we're 31 sessions in, when we started Strahd in the Death House to now, does it feel like the same campaign? Does it feel
No.
different?
I'm still Calathar.
Dude, I was just thinking, I was like, the werewolves to me were like a really big hurdle, like out the gate, and then I completely forgot they even existed in this fucking world
Yeah.
because it's been
But okay,
10 sessions.
realistically, in world time, it's been 2 days since you've seen a werewolf,
Right.
which is not that long.
Yeah. We
Like,
leveled up twice.
so
Holy shit.
we've had the dinner. No, I'm sorry. You've had the carriage, dinner with the devil, Fathers, Friends and Frags, Dire Straits,
Prison Break.
Prison Break
In
have
one
all
day.
happened in one day.
Jesus.
Yeah.
4 sessions.
Right? And then the day before that, was The Devil You Know
Watchers.
and the Cult and Its Friends or something like that.
Yeah.
The Devil Knows You.
The Devil That Knows You and the Cult and Its Friends.
And it was the traveling to Valaki and like Madame Ava.
So Madame Ava was the night before that. Then
Yeah.
you had the very next
Woke up-
day.
So literally, the day before yesterday was the day we woke up with our weapons stolen.
Yep.
Holy
So you guys got your
shit.
weapon stolen. You found out there's a devil in town. You wake up and you go have dinner with Strahd. That's been your last 2 days.
That's crazy, dude.
That's crazy.
Insane.
And we found my mom, found my dad, lost my dad. Like, Jesus. Told my mom my dad was still alive,
And then took it
and
away
then
from
that he was dead, and let her fucking
cry.
yeah.
So you guys have any questions? Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, does anyone have any running theories that Cody
Yeah.
certainly won't answer for
I think
us?
Strahd's gonna die.
Yeah, I think my number one theory is that Strahd's a punk ass.
Yeah, we should go on right now.
I was thinking about it during today's session at the very end. I almost have a feeling that the cave that we're supposed to fight Strahd in is exactly where you sent him.
Potentially. What it had told us was the tomb of the Raven Queen.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
So-
That's
Which
what
we
it said?
haven't seen.
I believe that was what it said.
I would go back and reread your notes.
Okay.
You did take notes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would go back and reread your notes.
Okay.
Okay.
Otherwise,
I don't want to give you guys too much, but
The tomb of the
And like,
Grandmother or something?
obviously, Cody can't answer these questions.
I can answer
But-
some of these questions, I think.
Yeah, it depends on the question, but
Yeah.
like, that's a question that obviously can't be answered. But like, we haven't been there, but we've been talking for many sessions, but only a few in-game days. Hey, we should go there
Yeah.
because Javelin wanted us to go there, and
You guys-
we can meet the other revenants.
Yeah. You guys have also talked about going to Krezk.
I was gonna say, I feel like we're gonna.
Well, we were gonna go
Yeah,
there,
Krezk.
and on our way to Krezk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was always the plan.
And Krezk's where you met Visantley Van Holt, which then you figured out was just Strahd fucking with you. Like,
So if you know that he's somewhat friendly in Argon Vostok, then maybe that does change our plans to stop in there. Like if he was in Argon Vostok,
I don't think he knows that. We know that he's not Vasily von Holt because that's like his stage name. That's like his fake. It's his alias. So if we find him,
you're
again,
fairly certain they don't know that he's Strahd when he's under
correct.
that name.
That's his like pseudonym for like when he wants to
Okay.
not be Strahd. He goes out
Okay.
as that. Except for maybe Madam Watcher.
the Lady Watcher.
Lady Watcher. She had a signed note.
Because Lady
from-
Watcher wants to fuck him, but Madame Ava is his sister.
Facts.
Who also might want to fuck.
So
Yeah.
sometimes in my head I do get it a little
Yeah.
confused.
But the Lady Watcher had a note. That's what kind of gave it away to the party is that Vasily von Holt was Strahd
Yeah.
because she
The
was the Strahd
handwriting.
Glazer, and then he wrote the note saying signed Vasily von Holt,
Yeah.
and that's how he kind
Kind
of
of matched the handwriting on the same note that you left on a guard and left.
So has there been any things in the story that you guys that I might have mentioned or said that you guys wish I had expanded upon already?
Not that I wish you would expand on that you would have expanded on already, but like I just want to learn more about the Madame Ava and like talk to her now
I guess, yeah.
about Sergey. And like I want to figure out like where she stands.
I think every character has like their own mystery of the world that they want to figure out. Like I think for you that's that, but for Calathar it's the mystery of Strahd's brother, and then also Irina and the other woman that resembles Irina from the past, Tatiana.
Yeah. Is there anything
Like,
that
those are the two.
so you want to know more about Strahd's familiar?
I mean, honestly, I think
and love life. Like
that's the longer term thing that I'd be more concerned. But like just the new thing that I've been thinking is like, oh, I wonder about the family stuff. But definitely him and Irina are like number one for me. Like trying to figure that thing out.
What about you?
I feel like it's not something you could necessarily expand upon, but something we as players could expand upon. I feel like in 31 sessions we haven't had a whole lot of like sit down and discuss each other's motivations, and so you guys are just as much questions to me as the rest of the characters. Just like, what the fuck do you guys want? Like I feel like you and I kind of have a better understanding, but like where Calthar's concerned,
Well,
like I care.
we've kind of had a few of those, and like Calthar's answer is like, I don't know what
Yeah.
I want to do.
That's what I was
True.
gonna say. I feel like we've had a few of those conversations.
I was
like,
gonna say, like,
hey.
do you guys feel like I'm pushing the pace too fast? Am I not giving you time to breathe?
No.
I just think
No.
it's. I think
there have
it's-
been times we've had those chances to talk, and I
Yeah.
think we sometimes take them. Sometimes
Calthar's been
don't.
here for 16 days.
That's true.
Yeah,
But
and
also,
like I feel like I've made it super clear personally that Darren wants to like get rid of Strahd and get rid of the curse of the land or whatever, and like that's what he cares about solely, and doesn't really give a fuck about anybody else's like personal shit that they have going on. If he can save the place and get his queen back in power, that's what he wants to do.
And like Calthar also wants to rid Strahd of the land, but like it's not for like the betterment of Barovia.
It's just that's how you're gonna get home.
I think it's more
It's-
like
it's-
Calthar's like, I'm gonna kill that dude. I don't.
Not so much that that's how I'm gonna get home, but it's like a protection of Irina, but also like really Calthar's only goal in life since Durden found him was to rid the world of evil.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, any more questions you guys have? Anything from some old sessions you think that I might be able to answer now?
There was a time where I had like a bunch of questions written down, and I was like, "These are just not going to happen organically," so I got rid of them. And now would be a great time to be able to.
With all these dream pastries, I don't hear about people missing kids.
Yeah, that's true. Also, can all magic weapons be sentient?
No.
But they can be like less sentient than others. Like I just want to talk and have a conversation.
Bro, my sword
No.
ignores me.
And so what I can say
It's just love
is you
me.
haven't
Just
heard
love
about
me.
people missing kids, but you have seen the hags going door to door in both towns.
They're fucking buying kids. They're not missing kids. They're getting sold.
That's what I will say.
Jesus fuck.
That's fucked up.
That's what I'm not saying nothing other than you've seen them go door to door.
Right. Is the hag mother still out in Barovia, or did she like leave? Is she able to leave?
Nobody can leave Barovia.
The Santi do.
Now that we're back in Vallecta.
That
They
has
don't
been
count. Their shows.
that has been a thing. I keep saying nobody, and then I keep saying that the Visanti can leave. So that's like, to me, that's
They're
me-
somebody. They're not nobody.
right. So I'm also like, I try to give you guys like breadcrumbs, and then if I feel like the breadcrumbs are enough, I'm like, okay, here's a whole slice of bread, right? But I'm like, to me saying like from a bunch of different NPCs, no, nobody's ever left. And then you're like, well, the Visanti leave, and they're like, yeah, I don't know what to tell you about that. It's like, and you're just like, I mean, like,
They've got a
yeah,
magic drink, dude.
I keep
We've
saying
already
like this is
figured out.
a
Exceptions
thing
to the rule.
Yeah.
We've already figured out they have a magic drink. So
That's just
So we've been told.
Pink Whitney.
yeah,
It brings me to a different plane of
Yeah.
Maybe
existence, bro.
this drink makes them tired, and then they end up in a dream pastry.
Well, I think we save anything more for another episode of this.
Yeah.
This episode is mainly just a campaign recap. I say we do this again another session or two and kind of see if there's anything that is like
Another year from now.
another year from now.
discuss all our nat 20s and nat ones.
Discuss 11 nat 20s and nat 1s. I don't think we're gonna finish by Halloween like we wanted to, just because there's just a lot of stuff left to get to. I mean, we could if you guys just make it crazy.
I was
We should
actually
gotta
going
kill
to bring
Strahd.
that up.
Hold on. We did talk at one point about a one shot, didn't we?
That's what I was about to bring up.
Yeah.
I was like, even if it's not in our timeline, we've talked about doing the pre-war with
The Mad
the
Mage.
Mad Mage.
I am so down to do that. So, and you guys have already heard the history about the Mad Mage leading an army to the castle and losing. Okay. I would love to
Spoiler.
do that as a one shot. I'm gonna ask a question. Does somebody else want to DM it?
I'm good.
I don't know.
But I also have a question.
Okay.
If we play the prequel, would we want to play it as people in the Mad Mage's army who die? Or could we play as like armies under Rahadin or whatever? Like generals.
Whatever you guys want.
For
Either-
Strahd's
That'd be
army.
cool.
Either way could work.
That'd be kind of cool.
Either way could work. I could build something up. Either way,
I can beat it
Because
up.
in our prequel one shot to Storm King's Thunder,
we were the bad guys.
we were bad guys.
Yeah.
That was really
That's
really
fucking
fun.
kind of neat, dude.
Yeah.
Maybe we squash like the rebellion. And
Let's
then,
think about
and
it.
then,
Let's
and
think
then
about it.
I mean, just thinking with my brain, if we play bad guys, we know how the good guys, we know how their story ends, the good guys. We don't know how the bad guys'
Right.
story ends. So what if they come back? You know, like this.
Exactly.
I will
What
say
if we're-
this:
we're making some NPCs.
if we are
Yeah.
doing that one shot before the end of the campaign, it only makes sense for you to run it because you're the one that's read the book.
Yeah, I know. I was just gonna
Yeah,
give you the
offer it.
page basically that
Oh, nobody else wants to do it. Oh,
Uh,
darn it.
I guess I'll keep having total control. Anyway, this has been another episode of Curse 20s. This is our very first campaign recap. Go check out the Curse One's actual play. We have about 16-ish episodes you can watch. Watch this first, then watch all of that, because we should have done this in the very beginning.
This is a pre-sequel.
I'm Cody. This is Dylan, David, Zach, Joshua. This is Spirit. Like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.
All right.